Hello everyone, it's Jeff at High Fashion Sewing Machines and Quilt Shop. I'm not an employee of Bernina of America. I have a retail shop here in Grand Junction, Colorado. Today I'm going to show you about the new hoops that Bernina has made. They've made a clamp hoop for borders, they've made a sock hoop, they've made magnetic hoops, and they're all Bernina branded. And I'm going to show you, after you update your machine, how to use them on the 7 series. So hand this off to Trista and here we go. So before we get started on the hoops, I found a mystery on a customer brought in a bobbin that would not fit into her bobbin case. It would get stuck and you have to pull it out, and she says it's not counterfeit, it's only purchase it from you, and it used to work. Well, she had put on a stretchy thread called Finishing Touch. Finishing Touch has a really tight drag to it, so it is really good on baby locks and brothers for the embroidery, so they don't have to play with the bobbin tension. Well, I suggested her to use it on her Bernina because her bobbin thread was pulling up. So she filled the bobbin, but what happened is that thread was so tight around this tension unit up here that it squeezed the inside of that bobbin to where it wouldn't fit inside the bobbin case anymore. It's kind of like putting a bunch of rubber bands around a watermelon. It pretty soon just compresses the center of it so it wouldn't fit in. So just a word of warning, I wouldn't put a lot of Finishing Touch thread on one of these bobbins or not even use it. Maybe bottom line might be your best bet for Bernina, because I found bottom line for the Bernina embroidery works great. And it comes in lots of colors too, so you can call the shop at 970-256-1293 if your local shop doesn't carry bottom line and you want it in the 60 weight. It's polyester, it's really nice thread. So with that being said, the new hoops, again, they're magnetic. I have them all on my Shopify account, which is bernina-jeff.myshopify.com. They're free shipping, and they're priced at MSRP from Bernina, like I have to. So they come with a little instruction book, magnetic hoop or whatever, and it gives you a quick little introduction on how to put your fabric and such on it. So I'm not going to get into putting the fabric on it. Magnetic hoops are great if you're doing edge-to-edge quilting and just doing any type of a quilt or hard to hoop items, because it just snaps on. It's a magnetic hoop. It's very similar to the dime magnetic hoops, but these are Bernina branded. And now, since we have 5 new hoops, I have a new hoop label system. So if you've got these in the past, you don't have the new magnetic hoops. I'm not going to make just for the new magnetic hoops. So if you have magnetic hoops, you're going to have to buy a whole new set of labels. They're not that expensive. But you're going to need the labels because I'll show you later, the machine asks you for what hoop it is. So if you don't know what millimeter size hoop you have, you may select the wrong magnetic hoop. So we're going to get that in a minute. So hello everyone, it's Bernina and Jeff. I forgot to add this to my video, so I'm going to clip this in. Also, for the new hoops, there's a new hoop chart. So it has all the new magnetic hoops, the sock hoop, the clamp hoops, and it gives a list of the sizes and that sort of thing. Then on page 2, it gives the list of the machines that it fits on. So this is available for a $1 charge. That'll cover my paper, and if you want me just to mail it to you in a regular mailing envelope, or you can add it to any order. So I can copy these out for you and have a nice chart. Let's say we have our quilt on here. The hoops come with this little spacer in the middle and a grid. So the spacer keeps the magnetic part from being super tight on your hoop. So you want, when you're not having your hoop in use, put that spacer in there so you can get it apart. Let's pretend that's our quilt. We're going to not put it on the machine yet. If you put it on the machine, it's going to ask you to take it off. So I'm going to go in here and select a design. It's not going to be a quilting design because that's hard to see. Let's go in and do this sewing machine design. It's nice and easy to see. Okay, so I've selected it. It has selected a small clamp hoop for whatever reason. Let's go into the hoop menu. So here's our hoop menu. It's 1, 2, 3. On this 590 is right below the foot recognition icon. So you have to kind of scroll up. The easiest way to scroll up on these new touchscreens is to hold your finger against it and drag your finger up and down. Don't swipe. You tend to select the item that by accident. So this is a and in it nice. It's 40 by 21. That's 400 by 210. So when you get it out of the box, put your labels right on it. So 400 by 210, and of course it's opposite here. So 210 by 400. It couldn't stay consistent, right? So it's a magnetic hoop large. So we're going to select that. And then close the hoop menu. And we're going to go down to the sewing. And it says the arm is going to move. You do not put the hoop on until it tells you to. And you got to keep your arm from getting in the way of anything there. So I'm going to put my hoop on. And now it asks you, okay, which one of these 3 hoops is it? So is it the 165 by 265? No. Is it the 165 by 400? No. It's the 210 by 400. So if you had a label on your hoop, it'd be really great. So now you select that. If you select the wrong one, the machine does not know that's not the largest one, and it could actually sew into the side here. So it is your responsibility to select the correct size magnetic hoop. So very important. So now you can confirm it over here, magnetic large. And we want to select the 0 stitch plate, so that's selected. And at this point, if I wanted to start sewing, I could, but I'm not because it's got that. So that's how you use and select the proper magnetic hoops on the new system. If you were doing a sock hoop, or if you were doing the clamp hoop, you would just select it. It knows which ones those are. So let's see if I've got how to select the hoops, the new hoops, the bobbin, and we got you. The something very important to do, if you buy the new hoop, the machine has to be updated from the July 2025 newest firmware, because it will not show the new hoop selection option if it's not updated. It will not work on the 830, it will not work on the 750, and it will not work on the 780. Those machines were not updated and will not work with these new hoops. So if you have those models, just complain to Bernina to see if they'll ever update the firmware. It's a very expensive process, so they'd have to have a lot of comments on doing that. So thanks again. My phone number is 970-256-1293. You can shop these items on my Shopify at bernina-jeff.myshopify.com, or you can always email me at jpvlefty@aol.com. Thanks.